what's the most important business decision that you have to take? It's a tough question. It's hard to pick, of course. Because as a business owner, it's not one, but hundreds of decisions that you have to make every day. And what you really need is a tool, a system to help you make good decisions. This tool, this system is called strategic planning. And this is what I want to talk and explain today. And strategic planning answers two basic questions. There's the what, and there's the how. It's simple. What is it that you want to accomplish? And how are you going to accomplish it? The what is your business strategy, your customer promise, the reason your customers come back to buy your products or services. The how is how are you going to do it? How are you going to fulfill your customer promise? Your action plan. When you have the what and the how, you have your big picture. And this picture guides you to make good decisions. It also helps you align all your resources and focus them in the direction that you want. Strategic planning is like your roadmap for success. It helps you develop your company. It helps you grow your company. But it also helps you when you're in trouble, when something unexpected happens, or if a crisis happens. Why? Because when you know what your business strategy is, you know what's important and what's not. And if you have to make difficult decisions, it's easier to make if you know what's important and what is not. So to illustrate all these concepts, I want to tell you a story. It's a true story. And it's a story about some people I have worked with who thought they didn't need strategic planning because they were very successful. And it didn't end up well. For the last few years, I have been working with the 3 principals of a group of real estate companies. And initially, I started working with them as a consultant, as an advisor, and eventually I even became a partner with them. These people were initially very successful because they knew how to find value in real estate. They knew how to find land, how to find buildings, figure out how to best develop them, go through the zoning, the construction. And over the years, they put together real estate development projects and real estate ownership positions that grew to about $1 billion. So they became big very quickly. But they did that with any forethought. They grew because they made successful deal after successful deal after successful deal. They didn't grow as one company. They didn't develop this big picture view of everything that they were doing. And that's in part why I got involved with them, because they needed help to put in place their business structure, to put in place efficient, professional processes. And we did that. I helped them. It was a lot of work. And after a few years, I even became a partner with them, and I set up and ran a property management and leasing company that was dedicated to manage all their rental properties. But in spite of all this work, organizing, structuring, professionalizing, they were still not able to develop a shared big picture view of everything they were doing. They didn't agree on the what, they didn't agree on the how, and they just kept on jumping from deal to deal to deal. And over the years, it caused tension between us. I was growing concerned about their financial exposure, and I kept on pushing them to analyze and evaluate the risks they were taking. But they were not receptive to this kind of thinking. They saw the real estate market going up, and for them it would always go up. And they wanted to take, their business philosophy was to take advantage and get all the credit that they could get. And as long as the real estate market was strong, they saw their properties going in price. They saw the real estate development they built go up in value, and they perceived that all this money that they were making was a validation of their business philosophy. But then, a year and a half ago, the financial crisis hit. The economic crisis, I should say. And the turmoil that took place in the economy and in the real estate sector had a devastating impact on them. Their growth was built on weak foundations that couldn't withstand these events that they didn't anticipate and that they couldn't control. A minimal amount of strategic thinking would have led them to ask, how much risk are we willing to take to grow our business? But that's a question they didn't ask. And that's why now their assets were over-leveraged and their situation was imploding. As the crisis unfolded, I tried again to get them focused strategically and develop a plan for the changing and deteriorating circumstances, but it was way too late. They were overwhelmed, and the crisis only increased the tensions between them and the differences between them and between me. So these people who were very successful, who started so strong, just couldn't handle it. And what was a successful group of entrepreneurs became a financial jackal. My story doesn't have a happy ending, but I hope that it has highlighted for you the dangers of not having a strategic plan. You need to know the what and the how, because this is what gives you the big picture view of your business, and then helps you make all the decisions for your business. I also want to share with you why I feel so strongly about strategic planning. It broke my heart to see these three business people so devastated and go down the way they went. I worked with them for years. They were friends. But I had to come to the conclusion at one point that I couldn't help them anymore. So I decided to focus my consulting practice on proactively helping other businesses avoid this pitfall and develop their strategic plan. So I hope you can learn from my story, and if you can have the gain without the pain, and I can show you the tools to develop your strategic plan and to create your roadmap for success. Thank you.